again. Welcome to Crafting with Ty and Friends. I am excited because I finally had the time to sit and learn how to create the mock-up files in Photoshop. I already knew how to create the mock-ups using someone else's files, but now I know how to create my own files, so I will now have them on my website, so stay tuned and be looking out for those. But I am going to be showing you guys how to create a mock-up using my files in Photoshop. So let's begin. The first thing you want to do is open up Photoshop, of course. Now, when you open up Photoshop, yours may look a little different. Your toolbars may be a little bit different. I'm not sure on how to completely change those, so I will not be showing you guys that because I don't know. And over here on my right toolbar, I have all the little learning apps things still here. I will not be closing those because I plan on watching a few of those as I learn more in Photoshop. Now let's go ahead and begin creating a mock-up. We are going to be doing a chip bag, and the first thing you want to do is open up your chip bag file. So you want to go and find your PDF for your chip bag. So you want to go to File, Open. You're going to locate your chip bag file. I'm going to take this, let's do this Mickey Mouse, and just press OK. It's going to pull in as a smart object automatically. You can also do the drag and drop method. So once you got your PDF file in, what we're going to do is you're going to, if you need to readjust it to the size of your page, but usually in Photoshop it pulls in the size of your canvas already. Now you're going to find your marquee tool and click it. And then you want to select the front of your chip bag. So everything that you want on the front should be inside of this dotted square. Now you're going to copy this. You're going to go up to Edit, sorry. And you're going to go to Copy. If Copy is not selected, you can push Copy Merge. It basically does the same thing. So select Copy. You can always press Control Shift C. Well, Control C or Control Shift C. And then we're going to go up to File, Open, and now we are going to open up our mock-up. You can open up your mock-up before you copy the front of your chip bag. It is all your choice. So let me go ahead and find my Photoshop mock-up, which is here. And it brings it in here, and it's a smart object. So we're going to go to Layers on our layer panel. And what you want to do is double click your smart object. And now it will pull in a rectangle. And this is where you are going to paste the front of your chip bag that you just copied. So we're going to go up to Edit, and we're going to go to Paste. And as you can see, my front, it doesn't cover the whole rectangle. So I'm going to need to adjust that. And the way you do that is you go up to Edit, and you want to go to Free Transform, and then just adjust it. Once you get it adjusted, what you want to do is select Control. Well, once you get it selected, you want to hit Enter twice, and then you want to select Control S to save. Once you do that, Control save. You have to make sure you hit enter twice. So once you hit Control Save, this box will pop up. Go ahead and select Don't Show Again. If you don't want it to show again, it's just an extra step you can avoid. So click Don't Show Again, select OK. And when you go back to your chip foil pack, you now have the front of your chip bag. Now you want to go ahead and save this before you move on to do the back of your chip bag. So to save, you want to go up to File, then you're going to go to export, and then you want to click Save for Web Legacy. Make sure that your preset is PNG24. You want to make sure you have the background set to transparency, and click Save. Find the folder you want to save your document in. Then you'll go ahead and change the name of your document. Let me find my folder first. I thought I had a mockup folder. That's kind of weird. Let's see. Mockup blanks. Okay, so I don't have a mockup folder, so I will be creating me a mockup folder. And I probably do have one. I just can't locate it right now. So, you know what? Go ahead and change the name. So we're going to go to Mickey Front Chip Bag and hit save. Then once it's saved, go ahead and click done. And then we're going to go back and do the back of the bag. So we got our front of our chip bag saved, and our next step is to do the back of the chip bag. So we're going to go ahead and close this, do not save it. And we're also going to close this layer tab, and you can keep your chip bag tab open. So we're going to reopen our mockup, our Photoshop mockup. You can go to Open Recent, or, go ahead and find it. And we are going to hit the marquee tool because we need to get our back of our bag. So what we're going to do is go ahead and highlight the left side of the chip bag that you need. Edit, copy. It's the same steps as before. Double click your smart object. Edit, paste. Now we are going to edit freeform. This was the left side of our chip bag, so we want it to go on the right side here. Make your adjustments if you need. Double hit enter. Control S to save. Now when you go back to your chip bag, you can see that you have your right side or left side, whichever side it is, on your bag. Now hit Control S to save your left side or right side, whatever side you did first. And then you want to go back and grab your other side. Edit, copy. Edit, paste. Edit, free transform. Go ahead and move it. You want a little bit of space here, so I'm going to actually increase it just a little. I want a little bit of space in between the back pieces. And the reason I do that is, I will show you now. Hit enter twice, Control S, go back to your, oh, hold on. Control S, now it should be there. And you can see it has like the little space here, like the like your regular chip bag does, like the little overlapping kind of. So I leave a little space here. You don't have to do that. You can actually fill it in. Just drag, drag your thing over. But once you go ahead and do the back, you'll do the same thing. You'll save it. So you'll go to File, Export, Export as Save for Web Legacy. Make sure that preset is at PNG 24. The transparency is checked. Hit save. And we're going to just go mini back, chip bag. And we will hit save. You can hit done, and then you'll have your bag saved. Now you can take this and move it over to Publisher or wherever else you use to put them together, or you can do it in Photoshop. I'm actually going to take mine over to Publisher and show you guys how I will put it together. But I want to show you guys another thing here. You can go ahead and change the background. Right now we have a transparency background. But if I go here where it says layer, when you buy this from me, it will actually say background instead of layer. So you can bring it in and you can actually change the colors of what you're doing. Oh, why is my color not want to work today? Okay, so edit, do the fill, color. I'm trying to fill it with a color. All right, so this thing wants to give me some actions right now. And you can change the color. So what I did was double click. Well, make sure you got the layer clicked and then go to edit, fill. You can go to foreground color, and if you already has a background, it'll just automatically change it. You can go to color, you can change it out, hit OK, or you can just take it away. So let's go ahead and move over to Publisher real quick and just open up a new one. And then I will locate, see, I did have a mockup folder here, but since we created a new one for this, let me go find that one. Now I'm going to take both of my bags and drag them over. And now I have my mockups. And I'll just place them wherever I need. And then you can add some wording so people know what it is. And as you can see, when I increase it, you can see a little bit of the shirt design on the back, but you can't really see too much. And a way you can change that is make sure you have that layer selected, and you can go over here and play around. See, this is normal. I'm going to use multiply so I can actually see a little bit behind the shirt. And there you have your little mock-up. You can, it's other things you can do to make it lay a little bit better, a little bit different. You can add wording to let your customers know any information they may need. This little, I call it, I don't even know what I call it, but I made it in Inkscape and I use it on my packaging. So if this was invites, I'll put 12 invites and I use it on my packaging, and I use it for, of course, the digitals, as you can see here. But set it up how you like and then save it. And now you have a PNG image that you can use to showcase your work for customers or your website, Etsy, etc. I need to start doing more mock-ups for my, at least my Etsy. But that is how you create a mock-up using Photoshop. And if you go over to my Facebook group, Crafting with Ty and Friends, I am going to actually load this mock-up I created of a shirt that you guys can use. You can take the background and change the colors. It comes with a shadow, but you don't have to use the shadow. Let me go back to my original color. And it has the smart object, so you can go ahead and take, let's say, you made a design and you want to show your friends or your customer how it looks on the shirt. So I did the drag and drop method on this one. Adjust it. And I'm going to remove the rectangle because I don't want that to show on the shirt. And of course, Control S. Go back to my mock-up and it is on my shirt. So let me go back to my shirt. So if I click here and I click up here on the toolbar, filter and liquify, it will pull up another toolbox. And what I want to do is use the forward wrap. And if you just mess around here, you can, let me show you what this actually does. You can change how if you can see how the shirt is not laid flat, so it has like the little waves. With these tools here, you can change how the images lay on the shirt. So it give it that look as if the shirt is, the design is, you know, creasing with the shirt creases. You see how that looks a little? And we're going to just click OK. And as you can see, you can see that it looks a little distorted a little bit there and there. But that is how I do my mock-ups, and that's how you will be able to do your mock-ups using my Photoshop mock-up files or anybody Photoshop mock-up files. So head on over to my group, Crafting with Ty and Friends, and grab this shirt mock-up today for free. I will have it listed. Remember, you can change the backgrounds. You can remove the shadow here. Just hit that eye and the shadow will be gone. But there you have it. Thank you for watching. Please like, subscribe, and tell your friends.
I said don't stop, don't stop, don't stop talking to me. Stop, don't stop, don't stop. Give